Recall that when terms add up, they form algebraic expressions. Now, polynomials are special types of algebraic expressions in which the power of each variable in each term is a non-negative integer. So, we consider each term and we check whether the power of each variable in each term is a non-negative integer. That is, the power of each variable in each term is a whole number. So it is a non-negative integer or a whole number. So whole numbers are numbers like 0, 1, 2, 3 and so on. All the non-negative integers are whole numbers. And there is something called the degree of a polynomial. When we consider a polynomial which has just one variable, then the degree of that polynomial is the greatest power of a variable in the polynomial. So we consider each term of the polynomial and we see what is the greatest power of a variable in any term of the polynomial and call it to be the degree of the polynomial. Let us try and understand it with the help of some examples. First, we need to check whether this is a polynomial or not, and if it is a polynomial, we will calculate the degree of this polynomial. So, a polynomial is an expression in which power of each variable in each term is a non-negative integer. So, variable here is x. We consider this term. Power of x is 4. Power of x here is 3. Power of x here is 2. And power of x here is 1. So the power of variable in each term is a non-negative integer. So yes, this is a polynomial. And what is the degree of this polynomial? Degree is the greatest power of a variable. So what is the greatest power? Greatest power is 4. Among 1, 2, 3 and 4, greatest power is 4. So the degree of this polynomial is 4. Now let us consider this expression 139. We see that there is no variable here. Consider this expression 139 into y to the power 0. So 139 into y to the power 0. Now what is the power of variable in each term? There is only one term and the power of variable in that term is 0. Is 0 a non-negative integer? Yes, 0 is a non-negative integer. So this is a polynomial. But what is y to the power 0? Y to the power 0 is 1. So this is actually 139 into 1, which is equal to 139. So this is the same as this. And if this is a polynomial, then this is also a polynomial. So in essence, this 139 can be written as 139 into y to the power 0 or 139 into x to the power 0 or 139 into a to the power 0. We can assume any variable raised to the power 0 here. So this is a polynomial. And what is the degree of this polynomial? The greatest power of a variable. So it just has one term and the power of variable in that term is 0. So degree of this polynomial is 0. And such polynomials with degree 0 are called constant polynomials. Now let us consider a third example. 5y cube minus 7y square plus 8 by y. What is the power of variable in each term? Power of y here is 3. Power of y here is 2. In this case, y is being divided. So we write it as 8 into y to the power minus 1. So power of y here is negative 1. So is the power of each variable a non-negative integer? No. Over here, the power of y is a negative integer, which is negative 1. So this is not a polynomial. Note that this is a trinomial, that is, it is an expression containing 3 terms, but it does not qualify as a polynomial. Next, we consider this. Let us see what is the power of x in each term. The power of x here is 2. The power of x here is 3 by 2. And we do not have a variable here. So is the power of x a non-negative integer? Well, this 3 by 2 is not an integer. So this is not a polynomial. So this expression is not a polynomial. Let us look at this expression. 0 into a cube plus 2a square minus 5a minus 4. Now what does 0 into a cube mean? 0 into anything is 0. So we can simply forget this term. We only consider this term. So 2 into a to the power 2. Power of variable here is 2. Power of variable here is 1. So the power of variable in each term is a non-negative integer. So this is a polynomial. And what is the degree of this polynomial? We look at the highest power. The highest power is 2. Note that it is not 3 because we ignored this term. It is 0. So the highest power is 2, and hence the degree of this polynomial is 2. Now these were polynomials in a single variable. Each of them had just one variable. We can have polynomials with more than one variables as well. So in those polynomials as well, power of each variable in each term will be a non-negative integer or a whole number. Now how do we calculate the degree of polynomials with two variables? For calculating the degree of polynomials with two variables, we take the sum of power of variables in each term. So we consider each term and we add the power of all the variables present in each term. And the highest sum is called the degree of that polynomial. Let us understand this with the help of some examples. Here we have an expression. It contains two variables, p and q. First, let us check whether it is a polynomial or not. So we need to check power of each variable in each term. So power of p in each term and power of q in each term. Power of p here is 3. Power of q here is 2. Power of p is 2. Power of q is 1. Power of p is 1. Power of q is 2. Power of p is 1. That of q is 1. Here power of q is 1. So all these powers are non-negative integers. 1, 1, 1, 2, 1, 1, 2, 2, 3. All these are non-negative integers. So this qualifies as a polynomial. Now how do we calculate the degree? Let us consider this term. We add the powers of this term. So what are the powers? 3 and 2. We add it. We get 5. We add the power of p and q here. 2 plus 1. We get 3. Again we add the power of p and q here. We get 1 plus 2, 3. We add the power of p and q in this term. 1 plus 1, 2. And here we just have q with power 1. So what is the highest sum? Now we have got the sum of the powers of variables in each term. It has 5 terms, so we have got 5 sums. We take the highest of these sums. The highest of these sums is 5. So the degree of this polynomial is 5. So this is a polynomial with 2 variables having degree 5. In this expression, we have 2 variables, x and y. Let us see what are their powers in each term. Power of x here is 3. Power of y here is 1. Power of x here is 2. Power of y is negative 1 because y is in the denominator. So we have 3, 1, 2 and negative 1. So the power of each variable is not a non-negative integer. We have a negative integer here. So this is not a polynomial. Remember, if we consider this term, then the sum of the powers of this term is 2 minus 1, which is 1. It is a positive integer or it is a non-negative integer. But still it does not qualify as a polynomial, because when checking for polynomial, we do not look for the sum of the powers of the variables. We look for the power of each variable. We take the sum of the powers of the variables when we have to calculate the degree. So while checking, we see that the power of y is negative 1 and hence it does not qualify as a polynomial. This expression is not a polynomial. Now let us look at this expression. It contains 3 variables, a, b and c. So what are the powers of variables here? Over here, the power of a is 2, the power of b is 2, the power of c is 2. In this term, power of a is 1, b is 1, c is 1. Here power of a is 1, power of b is 1, power of c is 1. So we see that all the powers are non-negative integers. So this is a polynomial. What is the degree of this polynomial? We have already seen that for calculating the degrees, we take each term and take the sum of the powers. So in this term, the sum of the powers is 2 plus 2 plus 2, which is 6. In this term, the sum of the powers is 1 plus 1 plus 1, which is 3. Here it is 1, 1, 1. Now we have got all the sums of the powers and we take the highest sum, which is 6 here. So degree of this polynomial is 6. Now let us look at this expression. So in this expression, the power of p is 3 by 2. The power of q is 1 by 2. The power of p here is 1 and q here is 1. So the powers of variables are not integers. Hence, it does not qualify as a polynomial. So this expression is not a polynomial. Now look at these expressions. These are polynomials. What is the degree of each of these polynomials? The highest power here is 1. The highest power here is also 1. Power of x is 1, y is 1, z is 1. So the degree of these two polynomials is 1. Such polynomials are called linear polynomials. So linear polynomials are the polynomials which have degree 1. Notice that linear polynomials can have any number of terms. So this has 3 terms, this has 2 terms, and they can have any number of variables. This has just 1 variable, this has 3 variables, but the degree has to be 1. So whichever polynomial has degree 1, we call it to be a linear polynomial. Now what is the degree of each of these polynomial? The highest power here is 2. The highest power here is also 2. Here we have two variables. So the sum of the powers is 2. Here the highest power is 2, 2, 1. So the degree of these two polynomials is 2. And such polynomials are called quadratic polynomials, which have degree 2. Again, they can be any number of terms. They can be any number of variables. The degree of the polynomial has to be 2, and we call such polynomials as quadratic polynomials. Now what about these polynomials? If you calculate the degree of these polynomials, you will find that the degree of each of these polynomials is 3. And such polynomials are called cubic polynomials. So the polynomials which have their degree as 3 are called cubic polynomials.